Good morning, MYZ. Good morning. I'm going to get started in just a few more seconds so that I can finish starting my day and so that you can move forward with your day as well. I definitely wanted to start doing these morning motivation videos or live streams because I think it's needed, and I think I've kind of said this before, that I think it's needed for us in this group because with Maximize Your Zone, it definitely is a place where people are coming to just kind of browse and to see what's going on, to kind of feel their way through and to kind of feel comfortable, to make sure that they feel comfortable. And I think that we all need a little bit of motivation each morning to maximize, because if we don't have it within ourselves, then you have to try to rely on somebody that can help you. And that is my purpose in this group, and that is my purpose in the Maximize Your Zone movement. So the 3Ms or the M&Ms is what I wanted to start doing. It keeps saying that my connection is weak. If you're on this, can you just like comment and say that you can hear me, that you can hear and see me? Otherwise, I'll stop this and do another one. Okay, it's still going. Okay, I'm just going to keep going then. So because I definitely don't want to keep this going. I don't want it to be over 10 minutes. So first things first is I was going to talk about something different today, but I just kind of shifted gears and just wanted to talk about the idea of being invisible and feeling that no one sees you, and feeling that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. You're doing everything that God's telling you to do. You're doing everything right, but it just doesn't feel like you're being acknowledged for the things that you do. You're not being seen. You're not being asked to do things. And I'm using myself as an example. I've always felt invisible, and I shared this post about this the other day. I've always felt invisible. I've always felt that no matter what I do, no matter what I say, nobody sees me. It's almost like I can say something 1,000 times and no one will hear me, but someone else will come along and say it, and it's like, oh my God, girl, you're so right. Oh my God, that is so good. Oh, and it's just like, okay, I just said that the other day. I've been saying it, for the past year, et cetera, et cetera. And I used to think to myself like, okay, what is going on? Am I invisible? And my kids and I joke with them because when I'm driving, sometimes people cut me off and they do all types of stuff. That's why I have road rage now. But I always joke and say, am I invisible or something? And even though I joke about it, sometimes I do truly feel that way. And it took me a while to understand that I'm invisible for a reason, that I'm hidden for a reason. When you go through a period of personal growth and learning, what you will find is that God will hide you. He will keep you hidden because he needs to bury his seeds. He needs to bury his words into fertile soil. You are that fertile soil. You are that dirt. That all of those things that you have gone through, all of that hurt, the pain, the obstacles, everything that you've gone through, that is you. That is your fertile dirt. And God needs fertile dirt in order to bury his seeds, to bury his words, so that they can grow within you, so that you can share them with others. So think of yourself as fertile soil. You're hidden because in the darkness, you learn what you like, you learn what you don't like, you learn your strengths, and you learn your weaknesses. You discover things about yourself you never knew existed because you're hidden. You don't have other people that are watching you, that are standing over you. You don't have other people that are adding their own seeds or fertilizer to what God is trying to put in you. You don't have that. So you learn things about yourself you never knew existed. The important thing is you learn your strengths. You learn what you're good at. You learn what you're great at. And you understand that with that greatness, with that strength, there's value. You understand your value in the darkness. You understand your value when you're invisible. You begin to honor it. You begin to respect it. So that when you are out in the public, when God does decide to reveal you, you will know and understand your value. You will respect it, and they will have no choice but to value and respect it as well. In the darkness, when you're buried and when you're invisible, you know what your weaknesses are. We all have them. We all have weaknesses, insecurities, flaws, whatever you want to call them. We all have them. But in the darkness, when you're invisible, you understand what they are. You learn where they come from, and you learn how to deal with them so that others, when they come at you, trying to expose those weaknesses and expose your insecurities, they no longer hurt you because you've already addressed them within yourself, and you're okay with the things that you have going on inside, whether that be if you're too skinny, if you're overweight, if you have short hair, long hair, whatever that insecurity may be. Mine was always my gap. I hated my gap when I was younger because people would tease me about, oh, you got gap teeth, oh, you got a tooth missing, all of that stuff that kids do. I hated my gap. And my mother would always say in pictures, do this like little corny smile where you just show like the tip of your teeth. And I hated that. I hated that even more. My pictures was always horrible. So I would always smile and show my teeth. So now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I understand that the value in darkness, the value in being hidden, I'm okay with my gap. I will smile all day. And to this day, people say the best thing I remember about you is your smile, because I don't care anymore. It's not a weakness. So people can't say anything about that because it doesn't bother me anymore. So when you are hidden, when you are allowing God to bury his seeds in you, when you're allowing him to feed into you, he's also fertilizing you. He's growing you. He's strengthening you with his words, with his peace, with his mercy, with his comfort. You are becoming stronger, wiser, bigger, better, and greater. And the best thing about being invisible is that when God decides to reveal you, when God decides to reveal who you are to the world, no one will see it coming. No one will understand how, when, or why. No one will get it, but you will. You will understand because you've been hidden. You've been invisible. You've been working on you. You've been identifying the things that make you great. You've been identifying the things that make you stronger. You've been identifying the things that you like. You've been identifying the things that you dislike, so that when you are revealed, you know how to conduct yourself. You know how to perceive things around you because you've been watching. You've been hidden, but you've been watching. It's almost like an eagle. If you think of it this way, it's almost like an eagle. And you know how an eagle flies up high and they get like a bird's eye view of everything that's going on? No one really sees that eagle sitting up there because they are all looking straight ahead. They're looking on their level. They're not looking high in the sky for the eagle or anything like that. So you are that eagle. You're hidden. You're invisible to the world. Nobody sees you, but you see them. You see everything that's going on, everything that everybody's doing, everything that everybody's saying. You see what does work and you see what doesn't work. You see who's winning and you see who's losing. You also see who's cheating. You see everything in the status that you're in. You see everything. So trust and believe. Being invisible or feeling like no one sees you, it may hurt flesh-wise, It may hurt your ego, but undercover, trust and believe. Just have faith that God is doing things within you that you won't even believe. He's doing things for you that you won't even believe. Trust me, when he's ready to reveal you, who you are, or what he has given you, no one can take that away from you. No one. I need you to maximize this period of solitude that you may feel that you're in right now. Maximize it. Find out what your greatness is. Find out what your purpose is. Understand what you're passionate about. Maximize that potential. Over the next couple of weeks, you're going to hear me talking about that because that is what my workshop is going to be about. Pursuing your purpose. Sharing your passion to the world without apology, not caring who knows, not caring what anybody says, sharing it with the world and maximizing your potential. All of us, every single one of us has potential to be greater than what we are right now. I didn't say better, I say greater. Because better is good, but greater is best. We all have that potential and you have to maximize it. And that's taking advantage of the little opportunities that may be in front of you. Listening to this, someone may get something out of this particular video or live stream and be like, oh my God, I didn't realize that. Even if it's just one person, I help one person. That's all God is asking me to do. He's asking me to do a lot more, but if I help one person with this message, then I'm satisfied. Because it helps someone, because that one person that I help, they may touch 500 more people. And those 500 may touch 10,000 and so on and so forth. That gives God all glory. That gives him all the glory. So even when I'm feeling invisible, even when I'm feeling like no one sees me, no one understands me, no one, I'm over here saying the same thing that this person's saying. I'm over here doing the same thing that that person is doing. And, I'm ready to share my story, etc., etc., and no one sees me. The people that I want to see me, they don't matter. They don't matter at all because God is going to put the people in my path that needs to see me, that needs to hear me, and needs to understand me so that I can help them. Once you learn that, once you understand that, you'll feel so much better. So maximize this period of solitude and understand that you are invisible for a reason. You're not invisible because God forgot about you. You're not invisible because no one wants to hear what you have to say, that you don't have value, that you're not enough. None of that is true. None of that is true. But allow God to pour into you during the time. Allow him to pour into you. Allow him to fertilize what you have. You have value. You have greatness within you. You have potential. Maximize that. Ladies, I hope this was great for you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow during our morning motivation to maximize. Have a great day. Bye.